up? I'm Hugz. That's Sam. Welcome to Hugz and Sam. Today we're getting into Hunter x Hunter episode, I was going to say 69, because that's what's on my mind. 96. Last we left off.
What even was that sound I just made?
I don't know, but feel free to meme that, cut that noise out, and like that needs to be on TikTok or something.
Yeah,
like people need
just
to meme
over
that
and
sound.
over,
Yeah. Anyway, last we left off, stuff was getting crazy. The biggest thing was the Kite reveal. And
why do I say Kite? Why did I say? I mean, I do that in my mind. I like sometimes to like pronounce things weird, you know. Yeah.
Opine the Brian.
Opine the Brian.
What was that dude's name? There's like this weird channel on YouTube where this guy like pronounces things crazy. He was like dissecting a gummy mouse or something.
It was like run to the cube.
Something like that. I'm pretty sure, I
If y'all
think
seen that
Atri did a thing
channel,
about it, didn't they?
y'all, that shit's cool.
But I remember Opine the Brian.
Opine the Brian. And he also does like how to pronounce weird shit. And it's like,
Which we didn't even freaking know that he did that. And we looked up how to pronounce, was it Avi's name? Avi Kaplan or something?
Oh,
from,
like Kaplan.
Yeah, from
Pentatonics.
He's not in Pentatonics anymore, right?
But he goes, Ovi Kaplan.
Kaplan.
And
then I was like, wait, this
they'll
sounds like that
what the hell are you
dude.
talking about? But y'all gotta go check this channel out.
Anyway,
It
so
is
basically
so
we're
good.
making this shadow video for another
It's just
channel that's larger
entertaining.
than
Like, what are you doing, bro? But
anyway, Hunter x
Kite.
Hunter, episode 95. We're on 96 now, but what happened in 95 is Kite's reveal. He's all messed up. Go and get his power back. Almost freaking killed Moral.
yeah.
Moral, whatever.
Yeah. And
Almost freaking killed him. Like, he's like, act like I'm the one that's responsible for Kite and like all this stuff.
and
I was
his
like,
going off. He's like, all right.
I was like, you're asking for the wrong.
And then
Like, he didn't
Killua's
even
like,
realize. Killua was like, calm down, bro.
Chill. Here is your chill pill. You know?
Do you flick it? Do people
He
flick
flicked
pills
the
at
chill
people?
pill into his mouth. It landed on his tongue. And he swallowed it.
Sam's watching a different show than I am. But Killua calmed him down. It was really cool. And I love, though, Gon's like, I was about to kill you. Like, it was so, like, matter-of-fact, so, like, straightforward. Like,
Yeah.
you were about to die.
That's something I love about Gon is he's just like, yeah, death, it's just death, you know, and it's just kind of like, I would have killed you, you know? He's just so like,
Yep. That's how it was. Now,
I've had too much coffee.
I a little bit got spoiled because just in the thumbnail and the thing for this, it's Phantom Troop. So we're going to get the Phantom Troop in this episode. I don't know what it is or whatever, but it shows that we're going to see the Phantom Troop. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just going to start in like the pre-thing with the Phantom Troop.
Right.
But I know we're going to see the Phantom Troop. So I'm actually really excited about that. I've
Yeah,
talked
me
about it
too.
in the last, I don't know if it was the last few episodes, but I've talked about it since we haven't seen them.
Yeah, and Leorio and Kurapika.
But as y'all know, if you've watched a channel for any period of time, I love villains. I'm all about villain characters. So the Phantom Troop being out there.
And I feel like having the like Chimera Ants being villains is like cool and everything, you know, too.
But I feel like they're gonna split.
Yeah,
We've said that
I feel
too for a
like
while.
it's
like
like
we're gonna have good. Well, because
good
Colt's
and
already
bad.
kind of not bad,
yeah.
and now Rabbit's gone.
We also haven't got like 100% clarification on what memories carried on into their ant form from humans.
Truth. That's the true.
But yeah, I love Corollo, so I'm excited like to potentially get to see him again.
Also, if y'all didn't know, Hisoka Bay. We haven't seen Hisoka in a really long
Hisoka,
time
like
either.
yeah, that's true. My eyeballs crave Hisoka.
If you go to our Discord, discord.gg/HugsandSam, I actually have an emote that is Hugsoka.
Hugsoka.
Me as Hisoka.
It's his face inside of Hisoka's face. I've
I also
even
have a
thought about
beans one.
like I should do like.
I have a beans emote too.
There's like
Beans
one
wasn't really wrong.
episode somebody said like, oh my god, you're gonna be 80 by the time you get to this episode, and it's like 113 or something.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to like be told the episode that everyone's wanting, and for that episode I can put face paint on you or something. Just because it's got to be like, you know, a special.
We did that for Avatar.
Yeah, we did that for Avatar. Or it can just be the finale, the last episode of Hunter x Hunter. We can just.
I think
face
it's like
paint.
140 something. Is the last.
I don't know.
We're coming up on episode 100. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, we're almost there.
That's pretty crazy.
About time.
All right, but let's get to the actual video before y'all turn 100. But let's get into it. See what's going down. Hey guys, a lot of these anime reactions will be getting blocked, so make sure to go down to the description for a reaction link, or you can watch the full version over on Patreon. Damn! That was crazy. That was awesome. I feel like there were just so many battle scenes, and I was like so into it that it like just felt like it flew by. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel bad because like I forget most of all their names other than like Phaeton.
Yeah, I'm really
This has,
bad
like,
with
been
names
so
unless
long.
we've.
But anyway, the manipulator, the
So
controller
much.
dude, and it's like killing me because I know like their names are on the tip of my tongue too. It's like
Yeah.
something S maybe. But anyway, he using that ability. The way they made it sound was like that they were gonna like kill themselves or something, like a self-destruct or something
Right.
type of thing. You know what I mean? Because I would rather die than and stuff like that. But just what I'm paused on got me. Because it's just boobs.
Babies.
But why not just start from the start like that? As soon as you realize that you don't have control, just
Yeah.
Super Saiyan.
I mean,
Like,
probably just because he has 2 or 3 days of pain after,
but
He,
damn, he's so powerful.
yeah, he probably just uses it whenever he knows I need to use it. And he just knew I need to use it now.
So do the little like pieces of confetti that are on each of them, like I know she had like the little thing of all the different
Yeah.
characters or whatever.
Origami thingy or whatever.
And was that her like scrying them and like could see because she was hearing like everything they were saying to each one of the people they were battling?
Maybe.
So it's like, is that how their power works? Because they essentially turn the paper into like razors or something. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know. Or was it just because the paper was in there, then it could
like all the other paper went to that one
Yeah,
direct
like it
spot. And that's
activates
kind
or
of why I was
something.
like, is she going to turn her back on everyone because they might not know they have that paper in them?
I would think that they would, but I don't know.
And
Because it made sure to go show it.
yeah.
I don't
But
know.
see, I'm like wondering, like, is she going to,
I feel like it just is why she was able to like see them
yeah.
in the paper.
that might
and
be
like
it.
whatever. I feel like that's like the
But it
activation.
specifically showed like that joint with like the paper, and it's like that's
Yeah.
what's next, So we saw all the paper
Something
go to
like
that.
that. Yeah, exactly.
So it's like I wonder what's gonna happen with that. There's got to be more to it.
But this
For sure.
episode, okay, so we've had the Phantom Troupe in the show for quite a long time. Like we've seen a lot of their powers, like the like what the hell is it called? What is the name of the vacuum? There's a name for the vacuum, and I can't remember the name
yeah.
for the vacuum. But like we've seen that. We've seen
The remote control.
the remote control before. Phaeton, I feel like we've seen Phaeton's power, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But I feel like we've seen it. But the mummy dude, this is like the first real character development we've had at all.
Yeah.
For that
He's
character.
been kind of like, who the hell is he?
Yeah.
Was he? And yeah.
Because even when we had all this other stuff going on with like Frank and all that, it's like we had a lot of character development for everybody else except for him, because I was always like, it's got to be something crazy. And the whole idea of being like this cool, like it kind of gives me like Native American vibes, like stuff
Yeah.
like that, because it's like a tribal warrior.
Yeah.
But like with the weird, like you see piercings a lot in different cultures or tattoos and
Yeah.
stuff, but I've even seen like they do like stretching of the ears, like holes like that, but not like
Right.
in your freaking
Yeah,
like
that's
arms,
crazy.
hands,
And-
fingers, like because it's not realistic.
Yeah,
but like
and it's not realistic for them to make sounds either.
yeah, but it's so like eerie. It's so
Yeah,
off-putting
it's-
and like
The
I don't know.
sound that they chose for
Just
this
the fact that
show,
it's a hole.
it actually works. Like it is definitely effective because it makes my skin crawl.
Well, yeah,
like it
because-
gives me like these
Well,
weird
it's
feelings.
also the fact for me, not just the sound, but knowing that it's like being made
Yeah.
by like weird holes.
and literally my brain was like, if you like take a needle and like put it in an infant and leave it there till they're of age, will it really leave holes like that? You know what I mean? And that's like creepy, but it's like.
I mean, like it does.
But I'm saying like in their body.
Yeah.
Like God never do that. That's freaking terrible. But
No.
I'm just saying,
Well,
like,
especially
is that,
not the
could
way
that be
that those are
realistic?
like
Like that you could essentially put a hole through your
I mean, I
stomach?
guess they could just heal.
Yeah, you know, if
Skin
if you
heals.
bypass organs, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't even want to think about it.
I mean,
like, I do not have, what is it,
it's
trypophobia or whatever?
It's terrible to think about, but it's like,
Is that possible?
is that possible?
Well, like, so is that what it's called, though? Trypophobia or trypophobia or something like that?
Yeah, trypophobia, yeah.
Something.
like that.
The fear of, like, holes or, like,
Yeah.
those type of holes. Like, you get, like, an off-putting feeling by it. Like, I don't feel like I have that at all because I've watched those videos and, like, seen the pictures and, like, stuff. And it is, like, creepy and eerie and kind of messes with you a little bit, but I've never been, like, that cringed by
Yeah.
it. This made me, like,
I think
cringe pretty
I think
hard.
the feeling of the cringe that we get when we see the holes in him is more so. I'm not that I'm afraid of holes, but the fact that I can feel like I have a hole in me there. You know
Or
what I'm
like
saying?
in his fingers and stuff,
Yeah,
and then
it's
that
like
it's
and that
making
that's
sound.
what makes you like be like oh like because you start to like almost feel like you have holes there, but you don't. It's not that I'm like oh my god
no.
there's a hole and I'm afraid of that hole.
I don't know what it is. I think it was just the mixture of the hole and the sound because the sound
Yeah.
was like so cringy. There's certain sounds that like
Yeah.
mess with me. Like I'm definitely one of those people like fingernails on a chalkboard like absolutely messes with me. And there's some people
Yeah.
like that are superhuman apparently, and like that doesn't affect them. Or like plastic. Like if like somebody like squeaks plastic, you know, where it makes that
Oh yeah,
like
you don't like that. I can handle that.
even just literally just talking about it,
Yeah.
my hair is up on my arm
See-
just thinking of the sound
Yeah.
of that, and that's what this felt like.
Yeah.
when we were
See,
hearing that.
another thing with that sound though, and then he like became Jupiter, you know, whatever, did the Jupiter
He
thing.
became Jupiter.
So like, was that just his nin? Like, does he have another ability, or was that his sound bubble? Like,
Well-
does he like making like an overbearing sound that like created this bubble?
Well,
or
like,
does
the
he
sounds-
have strong nin on top of that?
Well,
that
what it was explaining is like the sounds and whatever, and the more sound and the holes and all that, like you summon these stronger spirits, which is essentially like the Nen. So I think
So
it's
he
just
summoned
like a
Jupiter?
really strong. Yeah, it's just like an ability that's like from the spirits of his tribe.
Yeah.
Like when he turned into that first form of like the warrior spirit, and then like he called it again and like created this other thing. I think it's just part of how
Okay.
his
That makes sense.
Nen works.
Okay.
Um,
I was like, is he just spinning and like creating like so much sound that it's like
well, because he even
'Cause
said
you
like
know
you
how-
can't outrun the speed of sound, you know. and-
yeah, and then he was like, you know, like whenever you people say like you can hit at such a high note that it can shatter
You
glass.
can.
So
I've
it's
seen
like,
it.
yeah. So it's kind of like, I thought maybe that could be it. Like it was tearing up that web because
Tearing it up.
because it was so loud, you know, or high pitched. But
The line after that, though, is what made it more savage.
crush like a bug.
Yeah, just like it should
yeah,
be.
like it should
you know,
be, yeah.
crush like a bug.
That was
This
pretty
was
intense.
crazy. This was kind of like just out of nowhere. They were like, we're in the middle of this like intense story of Gon and crew fighting all these chimera ants, and it basically is. I mean, they're not necessarily teaming up with Gon and them,
Yeah.
but they kind of low
This
key
episode
are. They're
didn't
just
even
on the.
show them.
They're just on the same side because, like I
Yeah.
said, the chimera ants. If you're a human, or you know.
Yeah.
I guess they're all human. Like, some of the characters are so weird, it makes me feel like they're, like, monstrous type creatures, like Frank or the mummy dude or whatever. Like, they don't seem like a regular human character because they have,
Right.
like, odd characteristics. But,
But they are.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So if you're a human, you kind of are against ants because they're looking to, like, eat or transform everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I would be excited to see if they actually team up.
And I want to know what's happened with that little baby.
Yeah, because we just randomly
we
like,
just remembered that,
yeah.
like, and I was like, oh damn, like, because
Yeah.
that's kind of something that you're like, once we find this baby, like, there should be more about this baby talked about, but it just
I also think
hasn't
it's
been
one
talked
of those
about.
things that like it's meant to be like a comeback thing.
This show
you know?
does that for sure.
Really, a lot of like really good shows have like a million threads out, and you can only follow so many. And then just
Yeah.
one day they just pull that thread back in, just like the Phantom Troupe. We knew they were
Right.
still out there somewhere.
To
We
the
knew
point
they were
where I
doing their
almost
own thing.
forgot about them. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, the show's really good at being like, let's go so far down this rabbit hole of this chimera ant
Look over here. Look over here.
that you just completely forget about everything else.
Mm-hmm.
They went to this place looking for Gon's dad, And that's something that I keep having to be like, oh yeah, Gon's dad. We
It's a
still
thing.
haven't found him.
Is a thing.
And it's like, that's what even brought us here to begin with, but I've completely, like, forgot sometimes.
Greed Island feels like a million years ago.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that was a different show.
Mm-hmm.
That was a different show.
Pretty much.
Yeah. There's a doggy outside. Anyway, I gotta pee, so we gotta
Let
wrap
us know
this
what you
up.
thought in the comment section down below. Like it if you did, sub if you don't already. Shout out to our patrons watching the full and early reactions up on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. You really don't know what it means. It means the world. We'll be back with more videos soon. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.